CES 2025. It's time for TCL to tell us what they're bringing to the party. Hi, welcome to ZGadgetReview. TCL is very weird. They did this whole TCL Game Day kind of presentation during their press conference. It was super cringy, including using game puns on purpose, like playbook for 2025, game changing, well-rounded team. Just announce what you need to announce. We don't need all that other stuff that you are using here for this presentation. But I guess since they are NFL sponsors, they feel like they should do something like this to kind of tie it all in for some odd reason. They were very committed to the bid throughout the whole presentation. Some of the accolades that TCL announced was that TCL was a #2 top TV seller in 2024, surpassing Sony in sales. They're all about mini LEDs. Mini LED is going to be that thing that is going to drive the company forward based on this presentation. They said that they were the fastest growing TV brand in 2024. And also they said that consumers are trending towards bigger screens, which kind of ties to what Hisense said about them being #1 on sales of big TV screens. It looks like TCL has conducted their own study and they have found the same thing. To give you an idea, 75 inches and bigger screens are trending upwards. In 2024, 75 inches accounted for 2,600,000 sales. That's up 9%. 85 to 86 inches was 1,400,000. That's an increase of 15%. And then between 98 inches and 100 inches, we had 110,000 sales, which is an increase of 804%. That is crazy. 2025 is trending upwards. It seems that it is true that people are looking for bigger screens. And I guess one of the reasons is because of all the streaming services that we have now. A lot of movies spend very small amount of time in the movie theater. A lot of movies you can rent at home while they're still out in the movie theater. So in order for people to get that movie theater experience, you need a big screen. And sometimes it is cheaper to get one of these TVs than to buy a projector. And the reason why I'm saying cheaper is because you don't need to worry about buying a screen to project your thing onto, the installation of the projector, make sure you calibrate it correctly and all that. There's a lot more work that goes into buying a projector. You can just buy a projector, turn it on and watch something, versus you can buy a huge screen TV, plug it, turn it on and start watching content without any issues unless you want to calibrate it and do all that. So I guess it makes sense that that's why it's trending upwards. Now, one of the first things that they announced was a partnership with Google TV and the updated Google TV that will be shipping with TCL TVs. This is going to include Gemini because we know that AI now is going to be everywhere. So you're going to have Gemini in your TV. They are selling this as a thing where you not only can use Gemini to do searches and things like that for content, but you can use it as a hub of knowledge and stuff like that. I guess TCL and Google are trying to make your TV into your own smart speaker with a screen, kind of like the Echo Show. Not necessarily something that I'm happy to hear or looking for, but I'm sure some people will be interested in it. It was weird because they were very light on examples of how Gemini/Google TV is going to work. So one of the examples that they gave about how this is going to work is saying that Gemini will use the proximity sensors on the TV in order to detect movement. Of course, this is provided that you keep your TV power on at all times. So the TV, if it's powered on, is going to go into the gallery mode where it shows you different pictures, art, and whatever. And what it's going to do is the moment it feels you walk in, or I guess technically anyone walk in unless it's using some sort of facial recognition, it is going to show you an informational screen. Now, this informational screen can be customized. One of the examples that they gave was that you can have weather and headlines, or you can have your calendar be displayed. We're talking about the exact same thing that a TV that I reviewed almost 2 years ago could do. I'm talking about Amazon's Fire TV Omni QLED. This TV could do the exact same thing. You can leave it on. It will bring up this display of images and stuff. The moment it senses movement, it will switch to the information screen. If you want to know how that works, if you want to get a preview of what you can expect from Gemini, you can look for the review. I'm going to link it in the description section, which is to me, once again, shows how useless Gemini can be. I did a whole review between Gemini and the Google Assistant. If you want to go watch that, I'm going to link in the description section, showing how Gemini is not ready for prime time, let's say. So it will be interesting to see how this operates on a TV. Let's talk about the TV that TCL announced. And now TCL announced brand new technology that is coming to a brand new TV. The technology is going to be called the Halo Control System, and this consists of a new HBA panel. The new HBA panel is going to have a super high energy LED chip that will increase brightness by more than 53% with 10% increase in light efficiency, meaning that the screen can get brighter and is going to use less energy to do so. They will also be moving to a new condensed micro lens, which is going to narrow the light path for better light control. In combination with this, they're going with micro OD. Micro OD stands for micro optical distance, or this optical distance. And what this means is that it's going to reduce the optical distance between the screen's backlighting and light diffuser plate. The benefits of micro OD is that blooming will decrease by over 18% and an improvement of 143% in backlight uniformity. These improvements will make blooming almost non-existent on these LCD panels, but also most likely will get deeper blacks and not so much of that grayish black that you get on an LCD panel. They're also improving the QLED crystals. They are saying that the new QLED crystals will be more vibrant with more colors, and they're going to be able to show up to 98% of DCP-P3 color gamut. It's going to be good for 100,000 viewing hours without degradation. They're also going to have a new color algorithm, and they're also going to roll out a new zero delay transit response, zero lag between input signal and backlight response. This will ensure that the screen responds faster and is more accurate when turning LEDs on and off. Sometimes when you're watching something, let's say if you're watching something, from a Blu-ray or a game and it's going through the HDMI port, there might be a delay between the signal that comes through the port into the screen, and sometimes you might have lingering LEDs that are still like lighting off or turning on slowly when you're going from frame to frame. The whole idea is that this most likely will eliminate those issues. The TV is being upgraded to bidirectional 23-bit backlight controller. They say they can do over 65,000 levels of brightness on the LEDs, and they also added a new dynamic light algorithm. Now, this is of course going to help with contrast and maintaining those deep blacks as black as they can be, trying to get as close as they can to what OLED does. Now, there are new TVs coming out, or at least one TV coming out with the new Halo system. This series of TVs is going to be called Precise Dimming Series. So if you are looking for a TCL with new technology, this is the one you want to get, at least for now. And this, at least for now, will make more sense once we get to the end of the TV announcement. All right, the TV that they're rolling out right now, that you can actually go pre-order right now, which I'm going to include the link in the description section as well, is a TCL QM6K. The TV will have a bezel-less design, meaning that the bezels are going to be super thin. The TV is going to have a 144 Hz native panel refresh rate. Game Accelerator will bring it up to 288 refresh rates, VRR, variable refresh rates. The chip is going to be the TCL AIPQ Pro processor. The TV, of course, is going to support Dolby Vision IQ, HDR10+. TCL will have filmmaker mode for the very first time, and this is good news because usually filmmaker mode is the closest setting out of the box that can get you to a calibrated TV. If you don't know anything about calibration, or you don't want to calibrate anything at all, but you want to get the best image on a TV, filmmaker mode is the one that you want to use. The TV is going to be IMAX Enhanced certified and FreeSync Premium Pro certified. In the sound department, it'll support Dolby Atmos, DTS Virtual X, and the TV will have an Onkyo 2.1 speaker system, which I'm actually not very impressed with unless they make this one better. But I am in the middle of reviewing a TCL TV that has this configuration, a 2.1 Onkyo system speaker array thing, and let's just say that I'm not impressed. And of course, Google TV as a smart TV platform. Now, the TV is going to go from 50 inches all the way to 98 inches. And as I said earlier, you can pre-order the TV right now. And they also gave us pricing. So the prices are going to be 50 inches at $749.99, 55 inches, $799.99, 65 inches, $999.99, 75 inches, $1,299.99, $1,299.99, and 85 inches at $1,999.99. The biggest size, the 98 inches, is going to cost $3,499.99. Oh, and if you pre-order, you get a free soundbar. I don't know how good the soundbar is, or even if the deal is going on as of when this video comes out, but that's what they said at the press conference. Now, this is very aggressive from TCL. This is priced really, really well, okay? You can get a 75-inch TV for $1,300 with brand new technology that is supposed to be top of the line according to TCL. Of course, clearly TCL is trying to have consumers focus on one specific TV because they were clear about the fact that they aren't going to announce any other TVs at CES, or at least for now. The way they're planning on releasing their TVs is going to be a phase series rollout, which means that different series are going to be announced at different times. There's also the caveat here that we don't know if this is the top of the line TV that TCL is going to have out in the market, because I read somewhere that there's going to be the QM7 model as well. But I don't know what the QM7 model entails and what the difference between both are going to be. Technically, the QM7 is better than QM6 because of the number. And if it has a K, then that means that other TV is going to be better than this K TV. So that is, while I understand what TCL is doing, it's a little bit confusing because personally, as a consumer, if I'm going to spend money, I would like to make a well-educated decision. Okay, can we please stop with the white feet, with the two little feet that come with TVs nowadays? Because those TVs are a pain in the ass to set up. You need something really, really long to make sure that it's going to fit that length of the TV. And the bigger your TV is, the harder it is to find something to put it on. I don't understand why we went away from pedestal style stands. Those to me are the best type of stands. They don't take as much space. They're always in the middle, which means that no matter where you're going to put the TV, you most likely will have the space. Like, I'm looking at the pictures of this brand new TV and we're getting those white feet that are annoying to have. And to me, also make a TV look cheaper. Now, this all actually reminds me of TCL's OD0 technology. They announced back in 2021 OD0, and the whole idea of OD0 was that mini LEDs were going to be gapless against the backlighting plate and the diffuser, meaning that you had a better image. So my question is, how is this different than OD0? Because I did some research and I couldn't really figure it out. If you know the answer, let me know in the comment section because I want to know. TCL also announced a portable projector called the TCL Cube. As you can see in these images, thanks to Android Authority, the device is shaped like a cube. The whole idea is that it's kind of like a Rubik's Cube kind of design where you can move that part of the projector that includes the speaker to use it as a stand. As you can see, it has an HDMI port. And we don't really know much about it. We know that it's going to launch sometime in 2025. We don't know the price. We don't know what countries. We don't know the specs either. Speculation is that this might be closer to the older portable projector that TCL released, I think last year, which was a 1080p projector. This could be the same. This could be 4K. Again, we don't know. I'm assuming that besides HDMI, this might also come with Google TV, as its smart TV platform, and most likely will be able to do casting into the projector. So that's all we know about the projector TCL PlayCube. A few notable things that TCL announced were security devices, security cameras with a solar rechargeable battery. So your camera will be sitting outside. It has a solar panel on top so it can recharge the battery. They also announced a smart lock that can read the veins in your palms and recognize you that way. Instead of having to put a code or something, just put your hand over it, recognizes who the person is and if you should unlock the door or not. They of course announced a robot, companion AI robot that is called AIME, and it's spelled AIME. AIME, like artificial intelligence me. And this is a small robot. It is very cute. It looks like a toy. It's totally inoffensive, non-threatening at all, in order to get you to bring it to your house. And this is, of course, a perfect design by a corporation in order to get you to get this robot into your house so you can completely forget about all the information that is gathering. The AI robot has sensors and cameras, of course, in order to be able to detect its surroundings and I'm sure be able to recognize you. Its eyes are very expressive. They are screens after all. It has a very cute, like little kid, little baby voice. They hasn't been any more information besides showing us this promo video and what the thing can do. I think that is still kind of a concept, but clearly shows that TCL is going to move forward at some point by releasing a device like this for your home. Finally, let's talk phones. There was a phone that caught my attention, which is why I'm talking about it here. It's a TCL 60XE. This brand new phone will be coming to the US and is going to use the Nextpaper technology. It's of course a 5G phone. The phone will have a button that allows it to turn the screen from regular color screen to an e-reader format. So it's going to be black and white, and what they're saying is going to look like paper, all with the flick of a button, which is pretty cool, I thought. That phone is going to have a display of 6.8 inches, FHD+, 120 Hz refresh rates, a triple array camera in the back with the main camera being 50 megapixels, a front-facing camera with a whopping 32 megapixels, which is really good, 256 gigs of storage, and 16 gigs of RAM. This phone will be available in the spring. So that was TCL's press conference. The QM6K caught me by surprise. It's really cool. The fact that it's very affordable was a huge surprise because it is very cool to have something announced and say, hey, you want it? You can go and get it, or at least put your money down for it until ship it to you. The mobile device, pretty cool, something different in the market where we get the same repetition of devices over and over again. The thing that I was kind of down on was the AIME thing. I don't really like the companies try to fool people into getting a device into their homes under the guise, so look how cute and threatening this is. We're not going to tell you everything that we're looking at and all the information that we're gathering in your daily life while we spy on you, but hey, isn't it pretty? I don't know, to me, the whole marketing approach of look at this thing is kind of cringy and something that turns me off about the whole situation. So that is my opinion on TCL's press conference. Let me know what you think about it. Let me know if you're going to buy this TV. Let me know what do you think about the TV. What do you think about the AIME? If you think it's going to come to market at some point. If you have any questions, comments, whatever, go ahead and tell us in the comment section. That is it for me. Go ahead and subscribe. Give us a thumbs up if you help the channel. Go ahead and hit that bell so you can be alerted every time we have new videos. Thank you very much for watching.